Africa's Got Talent.
Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, no. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, yo. They are playing on your intelligence. Life full of pretense. They are playing on your intelligence. They are playing on your intelligence. Their life full of pretense. Everything is diligent. Oh, so every black man stand up for your right. Wherever you are, stand up for Africa. So every black man so every black man for your right. Freedom for Africa. Africa, freedom for Africa. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, no. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, yo.
We have been in this bondage for decades now. Oh,
For decades now,
they gave us their culture. They killed our prophets. They colonized our people with guns and bullets.
guns and bullets
Biafra is our hope now.
is our hope now.
Biafra is the hope of Africa.
So every black man stand up for your right. Wherever you are, stand up for Africa. So every black man has to stand up for your right. Freedom for Africa. Africa, freedom for Africa. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Englishman knows that. Englishman knows that. Frenchman knows that. Frenchman knows that. Nigeria knows that. No. Englishman knows that. Frenchman knows that. Nigeria knows that. Yo. See them bad men working tirelessly day and night, trying to oppress and bring Jaja children down. So every black man even now for the heroes to be. Stand up for your right and let us free Africa. I know that Jaja won't let us down. Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, people of conscience around the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom radio station, a platform that is actually set up to protect the right of the indigenous people of Biafra and of course across the globe. This platform is being handed or minded by our brother Diokpa Uchuka from Efo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State, Biafra land. He's the man who assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one truth I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words. But be rest assured, one day you shall. I am George ONYIBE, and I hail from Agbo in Delta State, Anyoma Province to be precise. And this evening, as always, I must extend my greetings to people of conscience around the world, our sympathizers, other pro-Biafran group who are working tirelessly to ensure that Biafra is restored. Genuinely, it really doesn't matter whether we share the same point of view, the same agenda, the same ideology, the same opinion. But as far as your effort is geared, channeled towards one aim, a better life for the people of Biafra, that we might be the author of our destiny, my greetings go to you this moment. I will not waste my time to introduce the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu already, because their fate is declared already. And so I give the Creator all the praise, all the honor, all the adoration, because without Him we are gone as a people. Without wasting much of our time, we'll go to our discussion this very afternoon. I actually want to update Biafrans on certain issues. First of all, those of you on my Facebook page, Justice Mariri, I see about 50% of you are ignorant people. You come on someone's platform, you see they are insulting, you begin to insult them. My brother, I have come in terms with that your nonchalant behavior. I'm used to it. In fact, it has become a motivating factor to address your stupidity. As a genuine Biafran, don't do things because others are doing. Some of them are paid to do what they are doing. Why are you doing what you are doing? My happiness today is that there are few men who are out there who can claim, boast to have defended the cause of Nnamdi Kanu more than me. I don't think there are any here in Biafra land, because when almost everybody ran away, I stood my ground. And so if somewhere along the line I change, you should be more interested in trying to find out what changed. You have been insulting your mother and your father as far as I know. It has not changed anything. We cannot be doing the same rubbish thing and expect to get different results. Our land is in danger. The enemies are everywhere. They've not relented for a bit. There were times we were attacking Nigerian tactically through the preamble of law. We made sure that they are unable to assess us, to undermine our position, to take advantage of the government, the control, the influence, to take over our land, our very life. We worked hard towards this aim. But today, what are we doing? We are doing unknown gunmen, we are doing ESM. It's getting to all of you already. And some of you, you are in diaspora and you are hiding, you are sending, taking advantage of the poor among us to use them. Get ready, your time is coming. It is unfair that we leave the main issues, the issues that plague us as a people, and then you think you're coming to talk to me on Facebook will change anything about me. You are there in diaspora pushing the less privileged one to their death. You are hiding. Bright Chime is here, one of the Yahoo criminal freedom fighter. He came on Facebook some time ago. He told you George ONYIBE is trying to kill my children. He want to kill me. And so he took his children and took them. Is it Canada, Bright Chime is here? Where did you take them to? Canada or USA or America? Bright Chime is, all of you are idiots. From Nnamdi Kanu to you people don't have sense. You people brought us out to sacrifice us on the platter of your ego to make money for yourself, and others are not learning from it.
They are trying to push us to the wall. My brother, don't let them deceive you. Let me digress a little bit. I was listening to a conversation somewhere between two Igbos. One is from Abia and then the other is from Anambra. They were dragging the people that supported Ojukwu during the war. I was among them. They don't know who I am. They argued and argued and argued, and then it became heat up. I was very interested in that conversation and I joined them. And I said to them, both Anambra, both Abia, everybody played their role. I said Abia was there to give Ojukwu the necessary backup support when all chiefs was down. I said the people of Anambra supported immensely financially to make sure Dame Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu got to his destination. And I said, then what will you say about Delta people? What will you say about Delta people? Some idiot will tell you you are not Igbo, go, you are Delta. You don't have sense. Go and check Ojukwu General. Over 70% of men who stood with Ojukwu till their death were all Delta people, my people. And you know the amazing thing? Because of this same character, this same attitude, all of them were betrayed. Not by Fulani, not by Hausa, not by Yoruba, but the same misguided blood among you. You have started the same thing. And we have cried, we have complained, we have made you to see that is not the way. We want you to see what you are not seeing, but you don't understand. You think we are lamenting, you think we are crying. Some of you are inside, planted by Nnamdi Kanu, even inside Biafra nation. You call me riffraff as an idiot that you are. Your case will be revisited. All these things has not started. We are just warming up. But do not make mistake about that. It is the interest of the Biafran people we are going to protest. We don't expect you to understand how we're functioning. You will thank us later, don't worry. Our duty is to make sure you see the truth and the truth set you free. And now Bright Chimezie, who has come to tell you ONYIBE, Ijele, Ruby Matthew, Obidio Bienu, Uche Mefo, they want to kill his children. Our monthly due, they use it to send his children to abroad. I will give you, Bright Chimezie, the address where your children are staying. You people are very idiot, because you think you can sacrifice all of us. All of you, I have said it repeatedly. It is only those Biafrans who are running away because they feel Arochukwu will kill them, because they feel they don't have power. Those are the ones you are going to hunt down and will go away with it. Touch any member of the Biafra Nation Alliance, touch any member of the de facto customary government. That is when we will rewrite this journey for all of you. I keep saying it, I'm not in diaspora. If you don't see me in Urugodo, you will see me in Iguacha. And so what are we not saying? What exactly are we not saying? You are there killing our people, telling us, oh, let's fight for Biafra. And we're trying to guide our people. You have media warriors there. They are blackmailing. Bright Chimezie children now are in diaspora. I don't want to mention the name yet. I want him to respond so that I give him the location and who is housing his family. And then my own family are out there. They are messing with my family. Thunder will fire all of you. I have told you time with that number. If things go wrong, if you make pim, I see your shadow around me. All of you, you will run out of Nigeria. I make a promise, I do not threat you. You will run out. Let's respect ourselves now. You are there shouting. We come to look for Biafra now. Some of you now say, oh, Ukraine do this, Ukraine no do that. Oh, orientation of Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, fundraising. Just listen to the line of your thought and action these days and tell me that truly, beat your hand in the chest and say you're fighting to emancipate the people of Biafra from this very precarious situation we have found ourselves, and then I'll begin to respect you anyway. So tell Bright, I'm not hiding for him. He's just deceiving himself. He's deceiving himself. But I want to address all of them. Tell Bright, I am not saying it. I didn't talk to him before because he's an idiot. I was only making them to understand that I know all their plan. And then he brought out, he's a very useless criminal. He don't have Nigeria at heart. Why are we doing this to ourselves? The real enemy there are in disguise. They paint themselves with glorious color. They talk to you in a very malicious manner. And you appreciate them for betraying you. Because you yourself have allowed your mind to be compromised. We cannot be part of this evil decision. We will stand on the path of the truth to the end. We will not shift even a foot. And so if you are coming here playing game, you are wise. Don't abuse Nnamdi Kanu. Thunder that will fire all of you is waiting. And you know, when we get to that moment, you are going to ask, we didn't know it would get to this aspect. Go and ask Nnamdi Kanu. We warned him. You cannot sell our people. Of course, we do not have the recorded audio now to play for you. Let Nnamdi Kanu come out. Let him come and finish his amnesty and political orientation and political solution. Let us pour him down. Very unfortunate set of people. Bright children are in diaspora. Your children can't eat. Your children, you can't pay school fees. Some of you, monkey and babu, like Nnamdi Kanu call you, you are in the bush. You are defending your fatherland. They will use you to threaten big men in Igbo land. And then, if they don't give them money, they will attack them. And you are jumping up and down. I am a unknown government. I am ESM. My guy, on our sin on the full cup. The people are knowing the truth. They are moving back from all of you. My cry is that most of you will go down for something you know nothing about. These are some of the reasons I came on air. You can't pay house rent now. You are answering unknown government. Brachi Mezia is not a member of IPOB anymore. He only buys transmitter. He only procures transmitter. Where money comes, that is where they work. And then the same people are telling you, oh, Uchena Sebu is a saboteur. Hey, we Asari Dokobo is a saboteur. Hey, we this one is a saboteur. I used to have a kind of feeling for Muslims. But now, having seen Arabatarian or Robotarian of Nnamdi Kanu, I'd rather be a Muslim than to be. What do they call Nnamdi Kanu religion? Is it Yehudian or Shakatarian? There are mad people everywhere. I'd rather be a Muslim than to be. Because 90% of the problem in IPOB today started from that very platform. Very unfortunate people. Where is Hallelujah and Wachuku? I thought Elohua would have been here by now. We can't learn common sense. You fight emotionally. You fight sentimentally. But you are fighting in a terrain you have not been before. And I told you, Nnamdi Kanu, we shall fight you in the atmosphere where you will be an airline. Some of you are withdrawing. You are playing game. My brother, we cannot go back. We can only get better. I do not expect you to understand what I'm saying. But I'm calling on our people to use their tongue and count their teeth. Because this is not the Biafra we were chasing after. This is not what we agreed to do. This is not how it should be done. Some people will say, hey, give us Biafra now. Leave Nnamdi Kanu alone now. Give us Biafra. You didn't say this to Nnamdi Kanu. It's over 10 years. He has not given you Biafra. You only come and insult your mother and your father. You rat in the cage, idiot, intellectual, monkey and babu. You praise him for it because you are demented. And when I write on my own page, expressing myself, you come there and you insult me. You come there, you talk rubbish. Leave Nnamdi Kanu alone now. What is your problem now? But you are an idiot. Nnamdi Kanu use people as a shield. I don't use my people as my shield. I come out myself. This is my Facebook page. This is my name. I don't answer fake name. This is who I am. How can I use you as a shield? Nnamdi Kanu hide on that fake Facebook account. He be yapping. Go and ask DSS. Did they not give him Android phone? You think we are mugus? But you are a mugu, so you don't know. And leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. My brother, my sister, with the truth we know, none of you have the moral standing. None of you can convince us it is too late, but we mean you no harm. It is not your hatred that drives us, not the hatred for Nnamdi Kanu, not the hatred of Nigeria that has placed us here in the first place, but it is the genuine desire to see righteousness prevail, the work of light dominating over the work of darkness. For in the end, we are both mere air and dust. And so, those of you should understand, the people sending you Chinas and Wolu and the rest, we will come to them. They are living in affluence. I'm talking to the people in Biafra land. I told you in more than 3 different broadcasts, they will hunt all of you down. Those of you answering media warrior, they will hunt you down. Those of you answering volunteer, they will hunt you down. Because by the time Nnamdi Kanu will bring out his atrocities, his abomination in the open, most of you will not be able to take it. You are going to react. And so you are a threat. They will get you down. Don't let it get to that time. Biafra Nation Alliance remain your safe haven, your safe harbor. Anchor your ship to this very harbor, and so you will be safe. And of course, brother, what is his name? He talked seriously about the ongoing program to further emasculate the people of Biafra. And most of us are not even paying attention to that. Let me play the audio and then we'll continue from there.
See how it works. The amendment that allots direct funds to the local government areas automatically removes the control of the governors over the local government areas. Part of what will come with that is that INEC is also taking over the conduct of local government elections over and above the state electoral commissions that were doing that before now. Between the two, the governors are pushed aside. The governors removed from being in control of the affairs of local government, and that means the communities across the length and breadth of Nigeria. When you combine that with the other amendment that talks about new rules for citizenship and indigenship by registration, you will then see that the grand objective of these amendments is to take hold of control of the grassroots countrywide, of the local governments countrywide, and also make provision for how the invaders, the Fulani, will be documented as indigenous and citizens across the length and breadth of Nigeria. Between the two, I tell you, you have lost your sovereignty, you've lost your land, because it is whoever INEC will process that will become council chairman. And it is whatever the council chairman will do that will become what you get to see. The RUGA, the whole purpose is to give a head start to the RUGA that had been rejected in all the forms it had come before. They've come in the name of local government autonomy to curb corruption and all that kind of nonsense. It is for the purpose of giving constitutional framework to the RUGA that they've been planning all this while.
Yes, of course, this is the voice of one of our brother, Tony Nnadi. And of course, let's say humanly speaking, I don't like Tony Nnadi. And if I have to hate him, it's because he don't want to associate with Biafra. But I understand his point. If you know the level of Nnamdi Kanu criminality, you will even reject Biafra. But then, he talks sense, he makes sense. What do I do? So you can hate me, for God's sake. It is natural. Take the truth we are giving you, because on failing to do that, he is on your own peril. Why you are shouting, I punk, oh, this one is evil, DOS is telling you who to kill and who not to kill next. This man is raising alarm. Are you aware? Ruga is coming in different guise. He's not fighting for Biafra. He's fighting for a better Nigeria. He's fighting for equality. He's fighting for justice. He's fighting for fairness. He's fighting for a right to be human, because this is who we are. And how can you hate such men? How can you blackmail such men? How can you dispute with such men? If you have sense, take the truth, take the message, forget about the bearer of the message. We really don't matter. But there is nothing that will gladden my heart to see our people survive and overcome this ordeal. Onasom kamburu onye Biafra o, kamburu onye Biafra o, kamburu onye Biafra o. Onasom kamburu onye Biafra, kamburu onye Biafra. Nothing could be more pleasing than this. Knowing I find myself in an environment where nobody antagonize me, where nobody sees me as a threat, where I'm not considered as an infidel, where I'm allowed to be the author of my destiny. But what have we been doing with our energies and resources, indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu? You're using it against us, using it against everyone. You're shooting yourself on the leg already. And believe me, you will not escape this evil you have sown. And then I must extend my voice to Kanayo. Oh, Kanayo. You see, you make me feel very bad. I thought you are a wise man. And come to think about it, you are considered or classified under the creed of men or women known as the learned. Is it the level of your education? You are a lawyer, you are FSGC, you are GGFM, you are a Nollywood actor, you are a personnel. Why don't you get yourself out of this evil? Kanayo, if I give you your biography, I do not see you as a model. I love you as a person, but your content are very poorly delivered. Kanayo. It's poorly delivered. You are known for ritualists. But there is no, in any instance, after your program, you address the people, these are just friction. These are just for entertainment purposes. You make it believe it's real. And now, our children, as young as they are, they eat shit on the public. They eat raw animal, all in the name of Yahoo. You made them believe. Nollywood and you made them believe that ritual gives money. Your message is not driven home. And that is, maybe you need to go back to your career and then make amends before it's too late. And then we understand how IPOB rules. Chiwedatarago Julius also has come and disgrace himself is fighting for Biafra. You have come up your own. Our General Muhammadu Buhari, our loving daddy, His Excellency Buhari, your son's 60th birthday Buhari, Buhari loving daddy Buhari. You sound like Mbaka to me. You sound like Mbaka to me. Why are you people deceiving yourself? Why don't you shut up if you don't know what to say? But it is part of IPOB campaign for Biafra. They go and meet some of you who are supposed to have sense. Give us voice, give us voice, give us voice. Today, Nnamdi Kanu case is very complicated one. You people don't know how to start or how to end. These are because the real agent of Chukwukika Biama have been blackmailed, have been pushed out of the way, have been destroyed, while all of you stand watching and clapping. Where are the first revolution or the first dispensation political leaders? Where are they? They are hiding already. You are not asking Buhari to overcome, to neglect justice system. But I remember in 2015, we were actually making, issuing press communique. I issued one. And I told them, this is how it's going to be. You must present. Let's look at Nigerian constitution. Even though we know it is poorly drafted. But yet, Nnamdi Kanu could find justice there. Today, give him amnesty. Give him, of course, they are working towards it. Give him political solution. Pardon him now. So Nnamdi Kanu now commit crime for fighting for Biafra. Is that what you are telling me? Kanayo and any other musician that will come out, all of you are disgrace. Understand the word our spectators. The book of Hebrews chapter 11. He said, now that you know that you are surrounded by a huge crowd of witnesses. Huge crowd of witnesses. Run this race with patience. Run this race with endurance. Run this race with dignity. Run this race with perseverance. Run this race with truth. So that at the end of this race, you can still be able to look at anybody in the face and say the truth, irrespective of the imminent challenge. Let's not let anybody deceive ourselves. So the people must not be carried away when you hear Kanayo, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. On what ground are you telling me Kanayo Buhari is no longer dead? Is that what you are telling me? There are a lot of husbands, wives, there are a lot of children who are out there dying because of Nnamdi Kanu decision. None of you care for them. None of you. You people stop deceiving yourself. The same people who fought for Nnamdi Kanu, the first thing they did, all of you as saboteur, info, Niger Delta vengeance, criminal, tout, all set yana. You have to beg Kanu, we don't even know him. Begin to bring more people. If Ike cannot have his breakthrough, if Professor Ben Wabeze is not saying anything now, of course they are very old men. Mbazurike Amici, all of them are moot. Is it Kanayo? I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. The lawyer where you become, where you don't be almost 90 years. They talk better than people go, they deceive ourselves. What I'm concerned about you is that people have respect and regard for you people, and you are using it to drag them into the Yahoo freedom fighting. Not until all of you come and ask Nnamdi Kanu, what is Uchime for crime? All of you are criminals and will be treated as such. Not until you people begin to come out. What is George ONYIBE crime? And that issue addressed, the journey has just started. Now they cannot practically dedicate to many platform rather. Biafran TV supposedly, talenting was yapping everywhere. I see the hot. George ONYIBE exposed. George ONYIBE exposed season 1, season 2. Look at all of you, shame on you. And they are still doing it. So other actor, musician, they will come and beg you. We know how they roll. Disassociate. In one of my interaction, the meeting I had with Nyanwodo, he said something. It was from the bottom of his heart. He said, I will support my people by every means necessary. But you see this Biafra matter, I will sabotage all of you. I heard it against him. I resented him for that statement. He said it openly. He said, I will sabotage all of you. He didn't give details. And now I understand what he saw. I understand why he took his position. Joe Ibokwe, he may be doing what he's doing, but you have not heard from his own part of the story. And then if you are truly your brother's keeper, if you are truly one non-amber, if indeed it is the same blood, the same people, culture, tradition, values, if it's for our sake you fight this fight, you think I'm going to be the one you're going to condemn to feed your ego? You're not in the position to make that decision. I am. May I remind you once again, I have said to the Almighty Creator, if in your infinite wisdom, the sacrifice of my life is what it will cost to restore Biafra, and then I will gladly lay it down. So when you're threatening, you don't have sense. I'm not in diaspora. I'm in Biafra land. I have always been here. Don't let them fool you anyway. And then we go on to the discussion of one of our Mugo brother. They think it's wise, and most of you are falling for them, and they continue there. And of course, it's one of the main reasons why I'm coming on air this afternoon rather, because the issue needs to be addressed one way or the other. I'm talking about Simeon Ekpa. You see, we pretend and say, let's ignore them, let's not talk about them, let's move on about them. You behaving, you are gentle, you are mature. All of you are intellectual, dishonest individuals. I don't know who Simeon Ekpa is, but when I profiled him, I see he was working with Nnamdi Kanu on a different mission, and that is converting the pressure group into a political machinery. They've not been able to do that. So each time you hear Simeon tell you, oh, we do this one, we do that one, he combine evidence and then use it against people. He combine information coming from the very wrong angle and you use it. Enter Biafra channel 1, enter Biafra channel 2, enter the Apple Biafra, subscribe. You are Mugu. And these people want to be in the same country with me. Very unfortunate. And as you are entering inside Biafra, they will remove your skull and let you carry coconut head. How will you get sense? There were times we were fighting to protect Nnamdi Kanu, because we knew from within his cabal, he's not aware. Some of them are planning for his death already. They were planning to bring Nnamdi Kanu down when he left prison that 2017. Go and ask Obase when he comes back. Go and ask Benjamin Madubugu and many others. I will not mention their name yet. We started checkmating their activities just to protect Nnamdi Kanu. But then Nnamdi Kanu will sacrifice us just to protect them. And then we come to a conclusion. I think Nnamdi Kanu has shit on the road. They know the secret. That is why he can't touch them. He can't go to them. They will blow him up. But now, the really cover that need to be blown up is in our possession. It's in our domain. We are this patient. Allow you to exhibit your stupidity because you think you're IPOB member. Because it is not your hatred that drives us. And somebody, Simeon Ekpa, organized a program. He was trying to tell you about George ONYIBE. Simeon Ekpa again telling you about George ONYIBE. He now called somebody and said, this person, please tell them about George ONYIBE. This is just some less than a week ago. And the person starts saying, I know the person's voice. They were part of Nnamdi Kanu enemy. They never loved this DOS. They never loved Nnamdi Kanu. And they hated Chimaobi Okafor. It's amusing that the people that fought against Chimaobi Okafor till her death are the ones telling you what happened. Anyway, let us listen to Simeon Ekpa broadcast before I respond to him.
How they have displayed how they don't want to see me, how Simon Ekpa is a nightmare, and ask them what did I do before you start attacking me. They started attacking me even before Nnamdi Kanu had a problem. They started attacking me from Radio Biafra, George ONYIBE, all of them, for no reason. It is what? Envy, greed, jealous. And that's what Nnamdi Kanu don't want in the 100 men. So listen. Now Biafra. Get you. A lot of them do not come. Many of them did not come. Everything you are hearing from here now, everything you are hearing from this voice now is something you can go to Biafra land, put call through, and ask question to verify the information you are hearing here now. George ONYIBE Ejaru Waka Waka Olo. Listen. George ONYIBE that was attacking me for envy, jealousy on Radio Biafra, he hear the money. You see why Nnamdi Kanu don't want the people that will be part of the 100 men to have envy and jealous. George ONYIBE, hear the money. If this thing is something you are going to put call to through now, and you are going to confirm it, because we don't bring things that are not genuine here. I want you people to listen. Fact.
It's a very nonsense. I'm gonna make old house on a KDK, old sing, repeat, that's all.
That's all. But again, the money that we're giving to George ONYIBE was to build a house for that girl. What did George ONYIBE do? He changed sink, he painted the house, and that's it. He pocketed the money, brought money, and they are the one on Radio Biafra shouting, Biafra is coming tomorrow. And Nnamdi Kanu will look at them and shake head. I did 100 men. They will come to Radio Biafra like this, okay, that criminal. He will come on Radio Biafra.
What they may expect, or we have, Sagan there in the night, and their chapel, the American Lotawara, the day the next can, the Mexican Abedarian, Ariego, AG made everything for the girl, not people do wicked. And whatever that happened, not that very okay. George ONYIBE, okay. Enemy, they claim real justice. Okay, I don't know.
Okay. It has come to the point of keeping the record very straight. So anything you are hearing here, keep the record. That is the reason why this people cannot follow us. Next phase of.
Yes, Simeon Ekpa is telling you that we cannot follow them in the next phase, which means they are going to kill us. And what they are trying to do is to distract you. Let's go back to Chimaobi Okafor issue. As the African rep, at the same time the Nigerian national coordinator, at the same time the Biafran land national coordinator, at the same time the River State deputy state coordinator, at the same time the Rumukurushi Obiakpo local government senatorial coordinator, at the same time Atali zonal coordinator, at the same time Atali unit 1 coordinator. And so you see, there is so much on my hand to be envying anybody. I noticed Chimaobi Okafor was constantly being attacked. I confronted her. I listened to the sound of her mind. I knew she fought to defend the truth. That was how we became friends. Chimaobi Okafor spent most of her days in my house. My family knew her. And some people even call her my second wife. How could I possibly kill Chimaobi Okafor? That is just by the way. When we came back from Anambra State election boycott, where we were poisoned, I with Chimaobi, we lost communication like almost 3 weeks. I didn't talk to her, she did not call me. And then I was not happy. I said, I'm sick, this girl can't even check on me. I never knew she was dead already. And then I woke up that day. I said, from Port Harcourt, let me go and see Chimaobi in Anambra. I went to their house. What I saw was unbelievable. Anambra formidable, nobody knew. Because someone to ego. Benjamin Madubugu. Uncle OOO, that's late criminal that broadcast. All of them will not let anybody near Chimaobi Okafor. The next day they took her to the hospital. She couldn't even recognize me. I told some persons. And that was the first time Mazi Mefo was seeing Chimaobi Okafor. I want to sincerely tell you that Mazi Ofoma, one of the Yahoo with the DOS now, and Mazi Okafor Mefo really work hard to see that things didn't go out of hand. And people start making contribution. But I knew I was a target in IPOB. And so I won't get involved in certain finance issue. When they started sending money, the first money that was sent was coming from America. It's coming from one Anyoma man. I don't know his name, but he was a regular follower from America. It should be around 65,000. I told Chimaobi Okafor junior sister, she's not dead. I told her, somebody want to give money to take care of your sister's medical bill. They paid the money. About 3 persons paid the money to her. And then I begin to battle with DOS of Nnamdi Kanu. We cannot abandon this girl because I discovered certain things about her family which were not previously known to us. And I know we can't abandon the family in a time like that. We push this pressure on the DOS, of course with the support of Mazi Mefo, before they gave me the go-ahead to raise fund so we can support the family and give her a befitting burial. When this decision was agreed, I called the brother called Ruby Matthew and another brother called Chimaobi. Chimaobi was the person that paid the medical bill for Chimaobi Okafor when she was shot in Onitsha Head Bridge. Chimaobi sees Chimaobi Okafor as a daughter, a very caring Imo man who lives in Anambra State. And this man is a very wealthy man, and so he cannot be interested in eating a little contribution made for practically his daughter. And so I was confident enough that this man can hold the money. I still have all the details of that transaction, but I was never part of it. I'm just a miss. Chimaobi in Ogbaru collected the money with his account. And then I knew Ruby Matthew is a very tight friend with Chimaobi Okafor. In fact, I was thinking they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Very close friends. I never knew there is nothing between them. But those are not my issues to investigate. Based on the relationship they have while Chimaobi was alive, I see these two people who cared for Chimaobi with all their lives to be responsible in terms of raising the fund. They raised the money. At the end of the day, I asked them how much is the money. They told me. I reported back to the DOS. They said we should continue with the renovation and anything we can do and get back to them. Chimaobi had a building. She was a building in the father's compound. And then their house is a little bit old. And I called Ruby Matthew and the person with the money and said, what do we do? The time frame will not allow us to complete Chimaobi's house. And then they said, let us renovate their main building. We change all the front doors, convert the louvers to GMP windows, make the house more okay. I was sending the update of the picture to the DOS, Chike Doziem and other criminals. It's still on our platform. I can screenshot it and send it for you. But we never reached that stage. And then, having done all these things, Chike Doziem called me and said, who asked us to build house for Chimaobi Okafor? Nnamdi Kanu called me and said every building, every project regarding Chimaobi Okafor should be stopped immediately. And his reason was that if other people here, everybody will begin to demand for them to build house. But that was just a way to deceive the people. Because who want to die so that they build house for him or her? But this is Simeon Ekpa now telling you, Judge ONYIBE chopped the money. I say, Judge ONYIBE, Simeon Ekpa, I didn't touch the money. You and Nnamdi Kanu are best of the same feather. We know where you are coming from. But we are already at the end of the road waiting for all of you. And he told you at the end of it, We will not allow them to enter the next stage. They are going to kill us. You cannot enter Biafra. These are some of the things delaying Biafra from coming. You are clapping for him. Hey, Simeonipa is saying things he know nothing about. Anambra people are listening. Anambra people are listening. Simeonipa, they know you are a liar. The people who can lie against me here on ground are the people who have issues with me. Issues I know nothing about. I can mention all their name and tell you where they got it wrong. Today they know the truth. They are ashamed to confront me. Judge ONYIBE, the one shouting wah 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 on radio. Simeonipa, if you are half a man, please come to your village, Ebonyi State. I will use your Ebonyi brothers to flog you very well. They will flog you very well. That when you return back to Finland, you will know yourself. Taking advantage of hungry youth, giving them money to go and do hire killer. It's not a big deal. Oh. Politicians have been doing it before the arrival of you and Nnamdi Kanu and Chinasa. People are doing it. Some pastors even do it. Look at you, very cheap criminal. When you came out in the scene, people don't know. Even Chinasa don't know you are a criminal. But I knew. When I put fire on your waist to expose you, I noticed that Nnamdi Kanu is part of this info. That is why he is the perfecter of every evil in the Biafra restoration project. That is why until he repent, I will keep calling him. Those of you who are ready to make enemy with me because I'm doing that, fasten your seatbelt because the journey has just begun. You heard him now. None of you will enter Biafra cautioning Simeonipa. But idiot will come and caution me. If I give una mouth, thunder go fire all of una generation. Where jingweze kwesi? Where jingweze kwesi? Uno asaka. But the Simeonipa, hey, he's enter Biafra, he's formidable. The same spirit within Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, we know spirit of Ndioshi, the Yahoo freedom fighter. Look at how he's descending himself so low. Like I said, I know the person that made the audio. I know where the person stand. They are even in Nnamdi Kanu enemy. If I talk to him now, they say Judge ONYIBE is threatening the guy. He want to kill the guy. But you have Simeonipa now telling you that they will get rid of all of us before we enter Biafra. Is that not the stage they are? High Priest Kubani talk. Chinasa will threaten him. A more powerful Nnamdi Kanu brother will threaten him. Governor talk. Una go threaten them. It is your governor who have soiled their hand, thinking they will use us for a political campaign. They are the one hiding in shame. Bring that your madness. Enter any state in the south. Yamarine elenyangweneko jeluengu. Iya metweke si anyangu. Except you are guided with the truth, you cannot prosper there. Don't you get it? We're trying to help you. Look at Simeonipa. It doesn't bother any of you. You are happy. It's evil. Judge ONYIBE chop money. The death of Chimobi is a great loss to me. The brother went on to tell you, on her burial, nobody came. They abandoned her. One of the greatest mystery of my operation here on earth is that I am everywhere, but yet nobody knows me. Does it not shock you? Only people in my unit, only few people I make myself known to. I can go to a meeting 10 different times in the same hall with the same people. They cannot recognize me. I don't know how God did it, but that is how it is, and that is how I function. I was in Chimobi Okafor burial. I came a night of that wakekeeping. I entered Anambra Oko at about around 5 p.m. in the evening. I was on that burial ground till the next morning. I was helping the volunteers then, the noble ones, the genuine Biafran volunteer. I was helping them to carry out surveillance, gather information, because the burial was aired on air and there is every possibility the Nigerian terrorist military will attack us. Mazimefo was standing on air 247 where I was relaying right from Chimobi Okafor's compound to the radio station. And so when we see them coming, we begin to shout, and everybody's attention will be drawn there. But somebody is telling you that they did not go. Oh, if you see the burial, if you see, but Chike Dozie Manenda and the Kanu took all the money from us. So we should just go and bury her like that. People like that, Chimobi, they brought out their money to complete Chimobi Ukafo burial. So if I'm not here today, some of you will believe it's George Onyibe. Now they cannot ask Chike Dozie Manene Nayanya to collect all the fund you raise to bury Chimobi. They withdraw the money. So now you begin to see the authenticness of Simeon Ekpa broadcast. I know Simeon Ekpa, he and the Kanu is the same. We know how they function. Igbo kingdom, or Araba kingdom, Urubu kingdom, they are the same. So is this the Biafra we are looking for? I'm a very patient man, you must understand. And some people take it for granted. Go and read James Hadich's The Vulture is a Patient Bird. Maybe you begin to have clue of why we behave the way we behave. In your greatest mind, in your widest imagination, you think we are naive or ignorant. That is your greatest mistake. Now look at Simeon. How many of them can come on air and broadcast without monetizing their platform? And you think these people are going to give you information that is bitter, information that will hurt you? They can, oh, Nigeria is a fool, Nigeria is a fool, we cannot agree, we must destroy the zoo. Zoo, now they cannot do for the main headquarter of zoo now. Osetiana. Agamaga Abuja, nge wetaisi Buhari, Buhari helped to bring him to Abuja now. Where is Kwashi Buhari nota? Osetiana. Very unfortunate set of people. This is Simeon Ekpa. If I didn't play it now, they say it's a lie. He didn't say it. But moreover, I'm documenting their stupidity for them. And so the people of Biafra, let us use Omo. And what is this bleach? Bleach is no longer there. Is it Epic? Use it to flush your brain. Matcha huma. Wash it very well. Clean your eye. Wash your ear, your nose, your mouth. Maybe to improve, to enhance on its efficiency. You really need it. If you are still falling for all these criminals, they're just looking for a way of escape. But where are the Biafra watchmen? We go nowhere. We will soon be activated in a few days from now. We want to go home. There are principles, lay down rules that will lead us home successfully. Now they cannot choose the love of money above all. He mobilizes us against one another to destroy each other. And then he come and play the God in our midst. And all of you are shouting, oh, it's our holy, oh, it's our holy. But who is in the Kano without the genuine IPOB member? Who is in the Kano without people like me? Who is in the Kano without people like Uchimefo? Who is in the Kano without people like Rafael Wazurike? Who is in the Kano without the genuine founder of this movement, which you do not hear their names? Some of them are seen as Fulani and wicked, evil people before your very eyes. But there are things you want to hear. You look at the issue of Chinasa. The last time he came on air, what did he tell you? He's telling you that there are people they are going to kill. They calling Chief Alhaji Asare Dokubo a pipeline gateman or guard. Now they want to, IPOB want to join guiding a pipeline in Imo. IPOB is getting involved in Bokre. Here from China Sanworu. I'm documenting it for them anyway. So if you run out of data, you step aside. You can come back later and continue from where you stop. China Sanworu is now a pipeline gateman. And you applaud it. Hey, is he doing it very well? Oh, just listen to him.
If we identify criminals, impersonators, it is our duty to cut them off. We are not ready to cut them.
This is how to know the level of evil. They identifying criminals, impersonators. Tina Sanworu, Okokosibe Warrior. Tina Sanworu is identifying criminals. He's identifying all of them. Just it sound like Simeon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. He's identifying criminals and impersonators. Tina Sanworu that buried his brothers alive. Chinasa Nworu that gave order that Madam Shosha should be beaten up. Only God knows if they raped that woman that night. You took somebody's mother out with her jeep. You kidnapped her. The woman who have done so much for IPOB, you took her to uncompleted building. You later abandoned her in a school premises with her jeep and her eye blindfolded in Anambra State, and she was found in the midnight. Chinasa Nworu, you that gave instruction for Mo and Indonesia Soku, both of Anambra State, to be buried alive till I intervene in the hand of Obase. You are now the one identifying criminals and impersonators for us. If what you people represent is Biafra, I'm telling you that Biafra is not going to come. But it shall come, because we will cure all of you. Just look at how it started. Exactly what you want to hear. They are fighting for us. In the last 6 months, I've not heard about Fulani killing. I think we are the one killing Fulani now. I've not heard about they are killing also. They are killing. We are the one doing the dirty job. Courtesy Chinasa Nworu, the one that is fighting evil and identifying evil. Do you know how many millions that Okezie Ekpazu gave to the 8 people that were killed in Abia? Did they tell you? That is why there is peace. But it's the one looking for impersonators. Their children are in diaspora. They are deceiving you in your mind. That we did Judge ONYIBE say, he done they do pass himself. We go come for them. Thunder go fire you. I am your destiny. I am your doom. You will not understand until you make that move. Very hopeless. Just look at Chinasa. He tell you it's from Obingwa. It's not from Obingwa. You shall get to Aruchuku when the time come. He said, yeah, Chinasa Nworu, I'm from Obingwa. It's a lie. It's from Aruchuku. It's not Obingwa. This is the level of deception. All of them deceive you. Deceive you. And we came out innocently. We're giving our details, everything. Now they are taking advantage of it. Solomon Egbo, you are in London. You are waiting for your court to come and sue me. Idiots, criminals. And there are still some idiots in BNA there yapping. You come inside BNA, he say we got to show love, but you go to Simeon Ekpa page and you say Simeon Ekpa is another savior. Simeon Ekpa is another savior. And some of our leaders will be supporting criminals like you. We see no evil, we know no evil, we don't identify with evil. We are allergic to it. We perceive it from 100 kilometers away from us. Very set of wicked, hopeless criminals. Is this what we came here to do? Chinasana is telling you, as I'm here now, we identify impersonators. Who are the impersonators? Who are the criminals? These are Igbo rich men who refuse to sponsor IPOB. They have to be blackmailed and killed. And you say, God bless unknown gunmen. God bless unknown gunmen. They went to evangelism. They delivered evangelism. That evangelism will not go siamo. Don't worry.
Was rendition, we have a lot of people who start using our name, everybody springing up, and it causes a lot of damage. So this evening, there is something happening in our states, and we don't want those Nigerian government. We are battling mercenaries. We are battling all these people, and on top of that, we are now battling bunkering in part of Biafra land. And as soon as any side will conclude their investigation, we are going to announce the place irrespective of who that person is. And this evening, after a thorough investigation in what is happening.
Now let's follow it bit by bit. Chinasa Nworu is battling mercenaries, is battling kidnapper, is battling everybody. Now they are now battling bunkering. Are we not coming closer to the oil pipeline security? IPOB never tell on, and the Kano never tell on, are waiting in the look for. Continue listening to the criminal.
We have seen the way they have destroyed the coastal region from bunkering, from oil theft. We don't want those things to happen in the hinterland because we have many things. We are not going to condone those things because number one, the bunkering will bring a lot of criminality in the area.
They don't want Bonkre, is evil, is this one, it will bring criminality. When did we start hearing assassination in Biafra land? Until the emergence of ESN, unknown gunmen. That one is not evil, it's defending Biafra land, Igbo land. He's now fighting against the criminality, insecurity, pollution. But this is what you want to hear. They're telling you what your ancient ear want to hear. They are fighting. Aruchukuman is coming to fight over Bonkre in Ohajebuma. And you think it's normal. Bright Chimezia is from Ohajebuma. Why is he not lending his voice? They openly disassociate from Biafra agitation, but inside, internally, they are the one ripping all of us up, using our money to live in influence. And when we thought they release media warrior, oh you attack them. I told you now, any name you will call me, I will answer. So when I look at the newly recruited Yahoo on my platform, they say, you be idiot, you be ole, you be barawo. I just be laughing. I answer, amen. He said, I agree. So shall it be. You never get waiting go talk to make me feel. You know, there is no shame in the womb that gave birth to me. How possibly do you think you can disgrace me? You never know. You look at him, he's fighting for Bonkre. He even used Wike to give example. Now let me tell you, China Sanguru, what you don't know. The level of Bonkre activity in River State went out of control since last year. I used to hear people complain about black suit. I really have not been able to figure out what they meant until I saw a trip of sand that was dropped along the road. And in less than 1 week, the white sand became black. And when rain fall, you happen to put buckets outside to fetch water, it is black rain falling in River State. And then he came to my knowledge and said, this black suit must be very dangerous. Wike actually raised a campaign. In the first instance, he said they can't get involved because it is Hausa Fulani in charge of oil in our land, which are some of the reasons why we are fighting to restore Biafra. That they are in charge of that. He cannot get there. Only the federal government. But maybe along the line, he was given a tap in the shadow. Do what you can, then let's see how it goes. So far, without being biased, Wike has only tried or succeeded in shutting down Ikuri people, his own people, river people who are involved in Bonkre. The Hausa Fulani in Nigerian army, they are still doing Bonkre, and civil defense, they are still doing the Bonkre. But the good news is that the black suit dropped greatly. This is not the case of Imo State, but it's telling you, oh, all of them are moving to Imo State, all of them are moving to Imo State, all of them are moving to Imo State. But they want to cash on your emotion. You know, say, oh, we will not agree, we no go agree, we no go agree, we no go agree. Have you noticed that more than 80% of people involved in Bonkre, for instance, in River State, do you know who they are? You are raising militia group, killing everybody is used against you. You are saving us. When I talked about our brother Tony Nade, I said I don't like him. And the reason I don't like him is he wants to disassociate from Biafra. But I love what he's doing. And so I can't throw the messenger away, but I hold the message very firmly. And so when I say I love you or I hate you, it's influenced by certain decisions. After all, our feeling can be manipulated. Your bank account affects your feelings. The weather affects your feelings. Your health status affects your feelings. The people around you affect your feelings. And so in the end, they are all reliable. But for you, China Sanguru, a criminal, you are saving Igbo land.
You see the militaries coming to take over because it is, and for that reason, we are going to ONYIBE. The Bonkre happening in ONYIBE is not going to be accepted.
He said the reason why they are stopping Bonkre is because it will make the military to come and take over community. He's not bothered of unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen has eventually turned southeast to military occupation. To Tomorrow now they say, oh, it's Bankre. That is why there are armies in this thing. They want to help you. He gave order. They should kill some Imo boys. They kill them. And most of you Mugu, you are just say, hey, he's evil man. You have killed him. We have killed him. He will come for all of you. Because you will know the truth one day. You will resist this truth. And they will kill you. And those remaining Mugus, oh, he's fighting for us. Have you ever wondered for how many years Nnamdi Kanu having worked with some of our greatest mind that Igbo nation and Biafra nation has ever known? He blackmailed all of them. He's a Goliath, and now he found a David. He must be properly indoctrinated, well informed, or else all of you are gone. This is Chinas Anworu. He's the one who opened a warehouse in Kuwait to hire some media recruit on my platform now. The freedom fighter. He's shouting, oh, Simeon Ekpa didn't talk to him. Oh. We come on radio, we fight. Simeon Ekpa, I'm not talking. I am doing. I tell you, enter Ebonyi State. I will so deal with you in your community, you will not believe. Go and ask Nnamdi Kanu. Go and ask Benjamin Madubugu. Go and ask Bright Chimezie. Go and ask all those Yahoo freedom fighter. Ask them what the reception they are getting from above. For no government to come down a little bit in Imo State, you don't know God is wonderful. Go and ask them. Useless set of people. Where you see your brother, where you see your brother, that is where you become hero. Look at the level of aggression of Nnamdi Kanu, Chinas Anworu, and other criminal elements in the name of Biafra agitation. Look at the level of the aggression against their own people. If they have deployed even one inch of what they are doing to their side, if anybody will come close to us today, mad people, cheap blackmailers.
IPOB leadership by the IPOB family and the ESM command. Because of this bunkering, criminals are now flooding in ONYIBE. And when these bunkers, they had confrontation with the Nigerian military, they now take the opportunity to attack the community. They start to kill and bring in pressure in those peaceful communities. And there is somebody who is responsible, who is known. He is the former chairman of ISOPADEC during Okorocha tenure. His name is Androchibi Nwatotubo. They call him Aka Voko. That's what they call him, Aka Voko. And his partner in this crime, in this bunkering, is Mr. Ifaka Aka Ekwenche. These two people brought in mercenaries from the...
Now let me tell you the truth, and I will leave that audio for them. These two people Chinas Anworu mentioned may be actually heard of bunkers, people involved in bunkering activity in Imo State. But IPOB have written to them for settlement. You know, they are the owner of the land now. And these people refuse. The next thing you have to do to justify their action, because they are going to come and kill those men. They are evil. He justified the Nigerian government and then condemned two of his brother. Go back to the audio and listen. The reason why we are doing this thing is because these people now, their activity, because they are bringing machinery, it will now make Nigerian army to come and invade our communities. So Nigerian army are actually doing their job. So why didn't Nnamdi Kanu tell us they are terrorists? You see, they talk with the both sides of their mouth. And so if these men he mentioned their name now are bunkering and bringing in mercenary and terrorists, this is supposed to be the official duty of the Nigerian military. Why don't Chinas Anworu allow them to do their job? Why will it be Chinas are doing it? They are protecting our land, they are protecting our land. That is how they do their freedom fighting. In a nutshell, I just documented this, and I'm going to sign off any moment from now. But I cannot leave you in the midst of this hulubalo without giving you a clue on how to survive. Number one, the Biafra agitation you know as of before have been betrayed, have been damaged, have been destroyed deliberately by Nnamdi Kanu. Most of his zombie followers don't know. You're going to be shouting Biafra, 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 Biafra maybe the next 2 decades. And you're old, you're gone, you're dead. And your children would see how foolish you have been, because you couldn't articulate, you couldn't reason. The generation of 1967 and 1970, most of them are old, and majority of them are no longer with us. But every of their single touch command obedience. And whatever reason they choose to risk it all was worth it. And every day we acknowledge them. Every day we love them. Every day we yearn for Biafra. Every day we cry for Biafra. Every day we want to see this Biafra. Why? Because of the legacy they left behind. Don't let them misplace you. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Because they are going to tell you that Fulani is the problem, Hausa is the problem. They are going to destroy everything. Now the Kanu made that promise. He's trying to keep it, but we see he will not succeed. Please don't leave yourself unprotected. Don't let them take you unaware. They will set all of you up. And at the end of the day, they will justify their action by most of you, the reason why they have to kill you. And then when they are finished silencing everybody, the next generation will know the truth. But it's too late to cry, because the head is off already. I will stop here at this moment. Use your mind, use your tongue and count your teeth. Maybe you'll understand what you are saying. The Biafra Nation Alliance, we are still on ground. We are not going anywhere. Some formation may be reviewed. A lot of things are going on. And we will make sure we don't let you down. Genuine men and women are out there. They've made a vow. And it is simple. The heart of this project will never see corruption. We'll continue from where we stop next time. Don't forget that our identity cannot be changed at this moment until it is renegotiated by the indigenous people of Biafra. Until then, we go nowhere. We go nowhere. Goodbye for now, and God be with all of us.
Yeah. Oh, we are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. Where we show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing We love Biafra, and we will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. Oh. I am a Biafran. I respect people, but I'm not afraid of them. And I want to use this little opportunity to address those that say that they want to know where I come from. I, Prof. Alison Akoma, I come from town called Nenu in Obingwa, Abia State, and my mother comes from Akwa Ibom. I'm a man that believes what my father used to say. Mberede nyini dike, mberede keji amadike, mberede nyini onye si na ya bụ eze, mberede kejikwa na ama eze. I so much believe in that word my father always used to say.